Welcome back in, everyone. Let's talk some sports for a few minutes now for the last time. For those who don't know, this is my final show here at KPVI News, and I'll tell you, it has been a wild ride. Here are some of my favorite moments. Matthew Bumpus is still fairly new to running track. The young athlete is in his second year and recently competed for Special Olympics Idaho, taking first place in the 400-meter event. Matthew's guardian, his sister-in-law Dulcie, says that Matthew was a bit shy when he first started running track, but once he started, they couldn't get him to stop, earning him the nickname Forrest Bump. Just toasting the Pirates defense in the first half. Not much you can do about that. Look at that speedster right there. Check out this play right here for the two-point try. Gavin looking for someone to throw to. Last-second pitch on the option. Carter Kimball looks like he's going to be stood up at the goal line, but that's a whole lot of Grizzlies to help push him across. The Bengals were not about to allow a comeback, though, as Jordan Cook and company drove 75 yards on 15 plays, ending with an exclamation mark from the leader of the Bengal offense, along with a message for the home crowd, V's down. Go. And they're off. The 2025 KPVI Hot Dog Eating Challenge. Here we go.
And look at the speed they're attacking these hot dogs with. They've already got a half a dog down.
Marshall Glenn drove in 4 runs on an inside-the-park home run. Gotta love that. Check out him fight for the home plate there. Call him safe, baby. Remember when Cannon Eddie won KPVI Athlete of the Week for hitting all those home runs before? Well, he had the big barrel going once again, sending one deep into the next dimension. One thing Max Preps cannot account for, though, is the speed and elusiveness of Justice Mangum. He bobs and weaves his way to a house call to get his squad on the board. Next, Century gets a stop, and Tito Villano makes it pay off with a rushing tutty right up the gut. We've got a tie ball game. Neither team would give an inch during regulation, so to overtime we went. Deep into the second period of overtime. Now in the pouring rain, it's going to be Kaysen Ryerson with the corner kick and Shane Kennedy knocking it in for the golden goal win. Massive upset here. Century cannot believe it. The Pokey Boys are absolutely losing it with emotion and joy. Zach Perman wasn't having it, though. He does his best 2013 Russell Wilson impression, buying time, running around, looking for somebody to throw to. He finds his favorite target, Aiden Radford, for a huge touchdown play. Coach Gary Hunter liking what he sees, a little fist pump action there. At number 4, Corvid's Riker Ritchie juggles the ball with one foot before burying it in the back of the net with his other foot for a score against Gremio on the road. Corvids win that one 2-1. Skyline had trouble getting a drive going. Carmine Garcia was under pressure much of the first half. I say much of the first half because just before the break, the Grizz put together a clutch 2-minute drill, which included these 2 absolute dimes to his favorite target, Zion Crockett. Check out the catch here, getting the foot down to set his offense up nicely. Crockett would punch it in from the 1 and add a 2-point conversion. We've got a 10-8 game at halftime. The Highland Rams, the Rigby Trojans, a trip to the district championship on the line. Rams starting their ace, Taylor Stringfellow, former 2-time Athlete of the Week winner, by the way. Rigby's Gage Wise brought the big barrel today, though. He's going to send this one out into the nether realm. That's a home run for the first baseman.
Oh, sparkly.
Sparkle.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. Let's go on his movement. Set. Hey, boom. But then now come with the rib, come with the wing. Do something. Now, hey, be careful about going inside. You go inside, you better make the play. Hut, pass. Whoa, point at him. Con. Bryce, don't move. Set, hut. Point at him.
He's moving. Why not?
Quit twitching, Bryce.
The Bandits started to pound the rock coming out of halftime. Big Michael Monroe looked like a bowling ball out there. The 2 clubs would trade 4th down stops, and then Blackfoot grabbed the momentum with a sack fumble recovery. That's when Mossholder and the Bandits' offensive line started to impose their will. Mossholder would find the end zone 2 more times and put 2 more 2-point conversions on the board. Check out the jump pass here to the tight end. The Wolfpack tried to keep pace, including a ridiculous Gary Tyler scramble on 4th and 15 to keep a drive alive, which led to an absolute dime for the tutty. Gonzalez says her objective after high school is to play soccer for Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona, and then enter the medical field. We asked what her goals are for this season with the team. She did not hesitate to answer.
It's to win state. To win state and to be the best.
Hillcrest quarterback Tyson Sweetwood finally got his guys on the board with a nice run for 6. Check out the snow coming down there. Lakeland would answer back, though, with a wild run to take another 2-possession lead. Sweetwood would lead a gutsy 2-minute drill down the field just before halftime, though, and get his guys back in the end zone plus the 2-point conversion. The Knights come back in the second half to win this one 42-28 and advance to the championship game. Next, Craig Yost punches it in for the 2-point conversion. His little celebration here looks like he appears to sign the ball. Remember, he's our athlete of the week. Spread the word, folks. Kade Calvin will make you famous. He'll be signing autographs in no time. That puts the home team up 32-26. Second half now. Craig Yost at it again. Zach Perman trying to slow him down. This feels like Magic and Bird here, folks. Two absolute superstars. Yost gets the better of Zach on this drive, though, carrying him into the end zone. You can't keep these Rockland Bulldogs down, though. They put together a tremendous drive, capped off by an Xavier Parrish touchdown run on the quarterback keeper. This was a track meet, folks. Rockland and North Jam would trade scores all game long. My arm was tired just from filming the action. I had heard through the grapevine that the best way to break in a new glove is by running it over with a car. Not wanting to make a rookie mistake, I ran this by Coach Pope. I'll make sure to run over the glove before we actually place it outfield.
I don't know if you want to run it over.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
After watching me struggle to make contact with the ball on a tee, Coach decided to show us how a pro swings a bat.
But then when I swing it, I'm firing with my hips. Okay. I'm not firing with my upper body. Gotcha. So watch, I'm like loose.
That sounded pretty good. At center, out of Lewis Clark State College, Technical Director Logan Kelso. And, oh yeah, we almost forgot, our newest employee. Hey Marcus, you want to play basketball with us?
Yeah, sure.
Newly hired as of 2 days ago, conveniently in time for the tournament, Marcus Coombs. Snake River High School scoring phenom. 1,500 points. Multiple state tournament runs. Son of the legendary head coach Bob Coombs. Not wanting to leave without tasting some of the action, I asked Wyatt to demonstrate one of his favorite moves on me, the calf kick.
Go 50 on me. 50? Yeah.
ISU stayed hot, and put 11 runs on the board while holding Montana to a single score. The Bengals close out the Grizz in 5 innings, and with that, your Idaho State Bengals are the Big Sky champions. Next, a big run and a big push to the pile is going to get the Tigers a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line of the Bulldogs, where they can smell the end zone. Nearing halftime now, Aberdeen desperate to punch one in. They get shut down on 1st and 2nd down, forcing them to burn their timeouts. 20 seconds left in the half now. They try again on 3rd down and are stopped short. Aberdeen's Lupe Ortiz trying to get his guy set as they're out of timeouts and it's 4th down. They barely get the snap off. It's a run, but Ryrie stops them again for the 4-play goal line stand from their own 1-yard line. Then about 30 minutes into the first half, it was Lexi Wells from Haley Poole. She just barely gets by the goalie to sneak it in, and the Thunder are on the board. Your Pocatello Thunder are the 2024 state champions for the first time in program history. 1-0 is your final. My goodness, what an incredible 2 years it has been. So many great moments, and of course, those are just a handful of them. I just want to thank all the coaches, players, and athletic directors, and everyone here at KPVI who helped me along the way. And I especially want to thank each and every one of you watching at home. Ever since I was a kid, all I want to do is talk about sports on TV, and you allowed me to do just that. I'll never forget my time in Pocatello, and all that I ask is that you be as kind to the next person who stands at this booth right here as you are to me. They're going to be so lucky to have you. Alrighty, that's all for sports tonight. Back to you, McLean.
Thank you, Cade. More of KPVI News Weekend Edition next. Welcome back in, folks. Let's talk some sports for a few minutes, or sports anchors. Our own Kade Calvin is leaving KPVI after night. Kade, it has been a professional and personal honor getting to work with you and to know you over these last 2 years. You've done great work here, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Well, I really appreciate that, McLean. And I think the glasses and bow tie look good on you.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. I wanted to pay my respects.
Yeah, I think it's a future look for you, and I think the ratings will go up if you start wearing that every night.
I think that will be a look you should do from now on.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. You know, we can try it out for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Maybe keep some of that Kade flavor around. But seriously, Kade, it has been great working with you. You've been a great friend, a great coworker, and I couldn't have asked for a better sports anchor
Absolutely, too. Yep. And
I appreciate
I was
that.
say you were the first person I anchored with my very first time on air too. And
Am I your
meeting-
favorite?
Absolutely. You guys are my favorite. And
No, am I?
I was so thrilled to have my last show with the Weekend Crew. No two people I'd rather do it with.
All right. Well, thank you,
Absolutely,
Kade. No
yeah.
person we'd rather do it with either.